everyone. Thanks for tuning in. It's Andrea. Today I'm coming to you with a viewer request. Someone requested to see what's in my notary bag, and they also requested to know how I dress for my closing. So in the very beginning of this video, I'm going to talk about my notary bag, and at the very end I'll talk about how I dress for my closings. So I'm going to be absolute real with you. I have not prepped for this video, so what you see in my bag is really raw. I'm sure there are notaries out there that are a lot more efficient than I am, but this process works for me. So here is my notary bag. I got it off of Amazon, and it houses all of my stuff that I need. So number one, my TIPIC stamp and my notary stamp. Side note, if you are in a state that does not require you to be a title insurance producer, kudos to you. It is a pain, but nonetheless, here are my stamps. The other items in my bag are pens. Oh, so many blue pens. So I have several different kinds for different reasons. I started off using the regular cheap Bic pen. Got it off of Amazon. And I noticed that some of my older signers had real difficulty holding these pens. And I had someone tell me that they were too thin. And she had arthritis and she had a hard time. She made it through, but it was a mental note for me to go out and get more pens. So I went out and got this pen, which is thicker, and it's gel pen, and I like these as well because they work well for my left-handed signers. So for example, if you write with your left hand, the bottom of your hand is constantly going over the words that you're writing, and so with some pens it will cause it to smudge. This gel pen here is quick drying and it does not cause it to smudge. So I'm trying these out. I'm really liking these. So this is what I'm working with now. Still have a whole bunch of big pens. Have black pens. I have this pen here that I use, that my friend got this for me, that I use when they're signing my phone. Let's see, what else do I have? I have Notepads. Several of them. I use these to send notes to title, lender, whomever, especially when signers refuse to sign how they need to sign. I definitely leave a note on the document saying I showed the signer the expectations of their signature, however they chose to sign, how they normally sign. And so you want to make sure you're always covering your behind, because sometimes they'll say, well, my notary didn't tell me that I had to sign like this. Well, this little sticky note lets everybody on the other side of this closing know that the notary did. All right. So I got this little flashlight because sometimes we're having to walk at night to our vehicles and it can get really dark. I have Lysol. You need Lysol. You need your hand sanitizer. Always have to be safe. I have my business cards. Make sure you get some business cards. It lets them know that you are absolute legit. This is what my business card looks like. Hopefully that looks okay. Nothing really special, but I think it's okay. It gets the job done. Inside my business card holder, I also have this little handy dandy thing. So if you have a signer who has a visual impairment, you handing them this piece of paper and saying point here is not going to help them. Signers who have visual impairments really need your assistance. Sometimes those signings can take longer than expected. So I got this thing here. So when you put it up against the white paper, the signer can see down here, the signer can see up here, the signer can even see this little white spot. And so you just tell them you're going to sign in this white spot. And that helps them be able to move along the process a little bit faster and understand exactly where they need to sign. All right. I also have my My Notary Badge. Make sure that you have one of these. I got this from Zazzle, I think is what it's called, Zazzle. I want to say it was like $4. I got a few of them. You just want to, this normally is attached to my notary bag up until the point where I'm walking into their house or getting out the car, and I will put it on. Therefore, they know I'm absolutely legit. Let's see, what else do I have? Why do I have this? Why do I have this in my notary bag? I don't know. I don't know. But then once I realized it was in my notary bag, I figured just leave it. Because what happens if I need it one day? What happens if I need to stab somebody? Or someone's trying to break into my car, or I don't know. In my mind, this is a little bit of protection for some reason, but how it originally got in there, I couldn't tell you. But it's in there. I had a signer ask me once, what do I do to protect myself? And I wasn't sure if I was about to be attacked or what, but it caused me to think. And the only thing I could think about was this. So I don't know. My friend and I have been talking about getting tasers. I've never had a bad experience at anyone's home, but I know some people who have, and I've definitely seen some horror stories in some of the Facebook groups I'm in. So just protect yourself. Do whatever you have to do to protect yourself. Let's see what else I have. So when I first started this, I had metal clipboards. I purchased some metal clipboards from Amazon. And then I left them in the trunk, and now those metal clipboards are all bent up. So I now need to purchase some more clipboards. Don't get metal ones. They are no use to me now. None. So for the meantime, if I need a hard, something hard to write against, sometimes people's kitchen tables have grooves in them and they need to write on something hard, I'll bleach wipe this off and give them that. And I have another flat surface as well. Then I have this little bag here, and inside I have additional notary stamps. Should that notary stamp mess up, should it break, I still have a means of getting the job done. I have another TIPIC license. I also have this thing. If you're just doing loan signage, there is no need for you to purchase the embosser. But if you're doing like apostilles, then this is not a bad idea. But I have it because I just purchased too much stuff. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I have additional business cards. I thought initially that in the state of Maryland we had to fingerprint the people, so I bought one of the fingerprint things, but it's not required here. Again, waste of money. Let's see. I also have, now I told you all that I carry this folder with me. This has all of my upcoming appointments. It has all the confirmations in there. I'll write on there. As you can see, I have an 8 o'clock appointment tonight. So I keep all of this in there, and on the back I have the right to rescission calendar. When I am done with these confirmations, let's say I've done all the confirmation, I've done all the appointments for today, and I have the confirmation sheets, I throw them in this folder here, throw them in this folder, and then eventually I'll purge them and file them away. Keep your confirmations, because I have had to go through my confirmations a few times, especially when I wasn't paid on time or whatever the case may be. So just hold on to them for a good while. Let's see, anything else special? More pens, highlighters. I guess that's it. So yeah, that's about all I have in my my notary bag. Nothing special. Like I said, I'm sure there are notaries that are a lot more efficient than I am, but this has worked for me, so I'm not going to complain. The other question was What do I dress? How do I dress for my closings? Just like this. I have on like a little wraparound dress. I threw on this little sweater. Nothing special. But if I am being honest, during the pandemic when I had to work from home for my full-time job and I really wasn't going anywhere unless I was going out to signings, in a week I only used about 2 or 3 outfits. Because I would go to my signing, I'd come home, throw it in the dryer, freshen it up and so forth, throw some bounce sheets in there, and yeah, that's what I did. I did not change clothes every single day. I have 3 kids. I feel like I wash clothes all the time, and I just am not trying to add to it. So during the pandemic, when I only went to signings, I only had about 3 or 4 outfits. Now that I'm back at my full-time job, I'll wear a dress, I'll wear some nice slacks and a top. Nothing extravagant, nothing all that special. And in all honesty, all you need is a nice pair of slacks, some black or gray pants, and a nice blouse. At one point during the pandemic, I thought, well, the people at FedEx have seen me in this outfit a few times. I don't know why I cared about their opinion, because at the end of the day, they too are in a uniform and wear the same thing every single day, so why does it matter? So yeah, I didn't do anything special. There have been times where I have contemplated getting a polo top and have my logo on it. Therefore, that can be my uniform, and all I need to do is put that polo on and put on some decent pants and call it a day. It really does not require much at all. And at the end of the day, if you think about the fact that you're only sitting in front of these people for 30, 45 minutes most of the time, who cares? You know, you don't have to be dressed to the nine. However, my mom had a closing once, and this was before I started. The lady came with some flip-flops and a tank top on. Do not do that. Please don't do that, because that was just entirely unprofessional. But just if you feel like you're dressed enough to go to church, or you're dressed enough for a job, then yes, don't go dressed like you're going to the beach. No, don't do that. All right, well, hopefully this video was of some help to somebody. Thank you to the person that suggested this. You helped me clean my notary bag. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.